Consider this. The bed is draped in peach satin. The carpet is soft, the woman is provocative like midnight hotel lighting. Or perhaps the bed is used, the sheets are creased, a thin sun up early sidles through the blind, seeks out a white-skinned man still full of beer. For every minute, a million others, time evaporates, melts in the mouth. A moment slips away untethered into memory. And somewhere on a hot rock, a cold lizard waits. I only ever wanted to be a blink in your eye. She does not have your name and I am unforgiven. And so our only commonality, you and I, is an implausible disregard for timely arrivals. It was the same if I recall the day of her beginning. Now the hand is reaching for the hour. Dregs of breakfast coffee, an emptied, unexpectant cup. With no concern for angry students who might themselves have preferred an early start, you take out a well-thumbed copy of Sartre and give yourself an excuse. The waiter brings the change and repartee. The day has dawned bright, and it is easy to forget the rest. Out of bed long after the alarm, into show-off clothing and Jezebel shoes, engineered for seduction and a lifetime of corrective surgery. I am due at an audition and my lazy start means trouble once again. Meanwhile, at the table next to yours, an unlikely female orders a second pastry. She fed the first one to the birds. Word of the feast draws pigeons in large numbers, and you, afraid of birds, reattached to the corpus mundi, look up with dusty eyes adjusting to the glare. To see the bus you needed move away from its stand. Just for an instant, you regret your life. Just for an instant, you regret your life. But it is with burlesque timing that the tin machine has shifted its shadow. Beyond it, for a single peep show moment, my bare young summer legs, pulling into a waiting taxi with the unforgettable footwear clinging precariously, overripe to an angry foot. The waiter comes again, this time irritated by the bird woman. But you are bewitched and long past caring. The taxi door slams shut, and so it begins. If only we could ever know. Me, I settle down deeply into well-polished upholstery, and soon I'm fast asleep again. My body made for midnights, not for mornings. I am unaware that in the busy road, incongruous and vulnerable like a small hen, one red shoe is left abandoned, dropped in the sleepy disarray and speed of my departure. Sometimes I wonder if the day had been forgotten, skipped on the calendar, would it have been missed? It was a second spent away from thought, where a single glance is a slipped stitch and life is freed from context and without reason. The lost shoe appeared to you to be a talisman, a signifier to your own inexistence. And if there was a chance to shift in time and space and regain a foothold, then surely this was it. In your caffeine reverie, further fueled by diesel fumes and ideas of existential devotion, you don't seem to catch a single breath. Before the bill is paid, the shoe retrieved from certain death, books and papers scooped untidily up, and another taxi flagged and issued with orders to follow after mine. We search for the other shoe, the driver and I, of course, laughing at my impracticality. But it's absurd to think of taking the audition now. Half shod, and shot through with anxiety about my continuing mistakes. Suddenly all I want to do is vomit. Overcome by loneliness, I pay the fare and hobble humiliated into the theatre. I have no choice. Without a decent job, food and shelter are fast threatening to become a memory. Stage doors are never glamorous despite their reputation, badly lit and cold from their persistent draft, where somehow, born to his vocation, the doorman lurks like a dog in its kennel, listens into half-truths spoken with such belief to lovers and mothers over bad telephone connections, while stage-struck Johnnies keep the dream alive with firstly pen and paper, and then the whispering. Locked in a cubicle in the backstage bathroom, I weep so hard my frail body is retching with the effort, whilst you, the love-struck Romeo, stand silently listening, unsure of your purpose like a bad pop lyric, finally declaring simply that you have something of mine, something important that you wish to return, and will I please open up the door? Shocked and unexpectedly ill at ease with what you've done, you laugh suddenly, staring with a nervous myopia at my reality. But time is somersaulted already, and I am 12 again, lost to a rush of hiccups. I hope you have come to steal me away, because I've been waiting for so long to be found. 2 minutes spent in an unwashed toilet with a stranger is not enough to explain to an inquiring angel who needs a father to dream of in the night. 2 minutes and nothing else. Once you dreamt of something other than complacency running through your veins. Now instead you tell the story over one too many whiskies, keeping up with the boys. I thought after the audition you'd wait as we agreed. I thought one night you'd come to see the show, but you never did. Eventually I learned to stop hoping, somehow. The second time together feels like revenge. I sought you out finally to tell you she had once existed, to speak about your daughter's death. Only my thoughts are an unruly crowd, and really, I don't know how to be sad anymore.